worker for someone. Do you know Ronan O'Reilly? I know her to meet all kinds of interesting men. Let's go.
No, not a chance in hell.
Would you consider yourself a friend of Ronan's?
Well. There's an interesting group if I ever saw one. Who are your friends?
I thought you'd know. They've been asking about you.
Was it so?
Ronan.
Yeah?
You've given me trouble enough, okay? Peaceful folk are trying to have a drink here, so there's going to be hostilities. Take them outside.
How hostile can it get? With two such lovely ladies gracing us with their presence.
You were born hostile, Ronan. Don't put it on another display here, okay?
So who are you? To be causing me grief before I've even ordered a pint?
I'd be happy to tell you. Police.
It's pointless to speculate, because even if Brenda broke up with that actor, there's probably 1,000 other guys just waiting in line to pick up the slack.
Yeah, but Dad, you're still not answering my question. If Brenda were available, would you want her back?
Hey, it's me. They don't need me anymore, so I'm actually headed to the airport right now. I do not have a flight, but I'm going to take the first plane out. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I'll call you right before we take off.
No more running. He has questions, so you're going to answer them.
Got some questions we'd like to ask you.
That's a nice, shiny badge. You must be proud to have it. But even if it is real, it gives you no jurisdiction here.
So why don't you take your girlfriend and bugger off?
This is official police business.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
No. You're supposed to keep your mouth shut and stay out of it or walk away.
Hey, who the hell are you speaking to a lady like that?
Okay, you can impress your girlfriend on someone else's time. Right now, I think you should cooperate.
And who are you, miss?
Cop. Has to be. Doing him too, I imagine.
Detective Leslie Spencer.
Some lucky guess.
So we're investigating a crime that occurred last month, August 20th to be exact.
Yeah, I feel safer already.
Where were you that night?
I couldn't see. I'm on the road a lot.
Well, let me jog your memory. 5 corpses, mercury, tilt switch, which I know you're pretty fond of on homemade bombs. So why don't you tell me again where you were the night of August 20th?
Let me think. Oh, that's right. I remember. Church.
Church.
Yeah, I like to take the occasional moment to pray for my soul's sanctification. Is that a crime?
No, but I guess no one can verify that, right?
Well, you might want to ask the devil. And if you keep prodding around in places where you're not welcome or needed, you might find yourself in his place of business. You can ask him. Would you like a drink?
I could use one.
And now you're bringing the cops down on me.
You're whining. First you don't want fight, and now you don't want cops. Isn't it all the same to you as long as you get paid?
Why don't you roam and find another pub? You're bad for business.
I like this place, Mom. You know, for sentimental reasons. It would just break my heart if a faulty gas line, suddenly exploded. Left it nothing but rubble.
Easy, boyo. There's no need for threats, okay?
I don't threaten, boyo. I do, or I don't. So which is it gonna be?
I apologize, Ronan. You're welcome here anytime.
Wow, he's good.
Don't break out the champagne just yet. It's all well and good to run a scam for 5 minutes, but it's an entirely different thing to sustain it.
Especially when he's flying blind.
Yeah, you can't impersonate someone you know nothing about. So the quickest way I know to get yourself killed.
It wasn't a best strategy, hiding in plain sight. Did you really think he wouldn't figure it out eventually? Please, let her talk.
You're making a big mistake.
Yeah.
Jason, it's Suzanne. Is Brenda still with you?
No, I'm headed to the airport. I left her in the suite. Is something wrong?
She's off the radar. She didn't show up for her fitting with Cartulo, and she's not answering her cell or her suite phone.
Hey! Hey! This is your last chance.
This is your last chance. People are going to be looking for me. And if my security guy finds you, you're going to be dead.
Maybe I'm just being paranoid. She hates going to fittings. All that standing still.
Excuse me, we gotta turn around and go back to the hotel.
You tell us what he wants to know, Brenda. And you won't even know you're doing it.
I don't even know if I can give you a satisfactory answer because I have mixed feelings about Brenda. The joy of having her back would be exceeded by the pain of losing her again.
Well, Dad, maybe you wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it never worked between us because no matter how much Brenda and I loved each other, there was just so much stuff going on.
Stuff? What stuff?
I don't even know where to start. Brenda loved with everything she had. But she didn't know how to sustain it. And as deep as she loved is how much love she needed back, you know? And if she didn't get that, she would shatter. And I hurt her more than once, and I hate myself for it.
How does Brenda feel about you, Dad?
I don't know. For a long time, you know, she loved me. It was written all over her face. Even when we were apart or, you know, with other people. I know she would stand around and say that, you know, she hated me and she didn't want anything to do with me, but all she really wanted was for me to tell her that I loved her. And I did, you know. It's a crazy relationship. One thing you got to understand. No matter how much you love somebody, it doesn't mean you can get through not being good for each other. And as much as I loved her, as much as she made me feel alive, there's no place for me in her life anymore.
Mac, something's happened to Robin.
Yeah, you.
No, I mean it. Something's wrong.
Tell me.
I went by your house to check on them, and the front door was open. Robin's car wasn't in the driveway. There was stuff all over the place. Emma's half-packed paper bag was sitting there. But they weren't in the house. I went by the hospital. Lisa's not there. And she's not answering her cell phone.
So what are you saying? You think Lisa kidnapped Robin and Emma?
With everything she's done, yeah. I think she's kidnapped Robin and Emma.
You know, it hasn't escaped me, Patrick, that Lisa somehow makes a convenient scapegoat for your failing as a husband. I mean, if she is some crazed stalker, that absolves you of cheating, doesn't it? You know, you're just a victim and Robin can blame Lisa, not you.
Mac, Robin and Emma are missing.
Maybe Robin took Emma to the mall or out for a walk or over to Maxie's or one of 1,000 other explanations, Patrick. Maybe, Patrick, you're just a rotten husband who failed at your marriage and Robin's trying to avoid you.
I get it, okay? Your opinion of me is less than nothing. I understand that. I can deal with that. But right now, my wife and child are missing, and you need to help me find them.